too much internet.
3, 2, 1, soap.
So, Karina dropped a hamster. Oh.
It was a guinea. Oh, no, it was a hamster.
Was it a hamster? I thought it was a guinea pig. I fucked that up.
No, it was a hamster. It was a hamster.
Oh, yeah. So, Karina dropped a hamster. That's how we're starting off this episode. Karina dropped a hamster.
No.
Yes, we're starting it off like that. You wanted to go and make fun of me in the first. You didn't even let me do an intro. You were like, you know what? Let me make fun of Eddin's countdown. 3, 2, 1. The hamster dropped. Is that what happened? That's when you released the hamster in 3, 2, 1. You're like, Eddin, no! And then you just see the hamster like falling in slow motion. How did you feel when that happened? Like, did you try to go for catch? Oh, I know what you did. I know what you fucking did.
Ain't do anything.
My man went Cristiano Ronaldo. You fucking try to kick it up, right? Your instincts went in. Yeah, that's right. You try to kick it up. You try to kick it up, and then you're like this, and then you're like this with the hamster, and then you tapped it with your head, and then you went goal. Yo, you don't be watching football like that though.
I watched a FIFA when sports was a thing. Remember that?
You sounded so like not confident at all. I watched it with FIFA, and when FIFA? Sports was that thing.
Remember that?
Yo, Weezy. Remember shout out to Weezy. Weezy was on our podcast. And when we talked about porn, and we actually had topics. But Weezy came in and had the worst Latino accent to have Latino accents. Like it was like a good try. But I feel like every Latino person sounded exactly the same. And that's just not how it works. If y'all make fun of a Latino accent, y'all gotta know there's different iterations. Like Mexican people, y'all got the cadence. Pero vamos así. Pero bueno mames. Like y'all have to stretch it out. Like there's a word that always gets stretched out. Pero ¿y por qué no? Because yo, LA people, like LA Mexicans talk like that, and even in their English.
How would it sound in English? It would be like, "Let's go."
Fuck, I had a good like let's go homes. like the OD stereotypical one, like with the dude with the beanie and shit like that. I forgot what his name was, but he's a funny actor. Like that's an OD stereotypical one. Fuck. There's a word. Stop lying like that. It's like there's a nice cadence. Yo, you laugh so hard, your microphone's like,
sorry.
There's like a cadence. It's interesting. And then Dominican people, I feel like they're the best example of an exclamation mark. Like everything's loud, everything's clear. They don't
talk. They yell.
They don't talk. But you see, you can say that about like all Latinos because we all kind of loud.
Nah, not Mexicans. Nah, they don't yell.
And then Puerto Ricans like kind of speak Spanish, but like apparently like Spanglish. Yeah, they speak Spanglish. It's good Spanglish though. It's good Spanglish. Like you never like realize it. Every time I try to code switch with my Spanish and English, it does not work out.
It's horrible. It doesn't work out.
It's horrible. Both of it doesn't work out because then I start stuttering in English, and then they're like, "Yo, you gotta pick a side, motherfucker." Like it won't work out. All that being said, like, what language would you, if you have? Okay, well, you still have a chance. We all still have a chance. We're young. The old fella left. Anyways, we still have a chance to learn a new language. You know what's funny about that is that he's actually learning Japanese on Duolingo. Shout out to Hector.
Is he really?
Japanese. Yeah, I saw him the other day when I came out of the studio, and then some notification went off, and he goes, "Ooh!" And I'm like, "What the fuck could he be so excited about at like 9:30
His Duolingo
p.m.?"
notification.
And his Duolingo was like, use me. Duolingo sent me an email and was like, "You made Duolingo really sad." I'm like, what do you mean?
At one point or another, we downloaded fuck, I can't even speak English.
You can't speak English.
Duolingo, just like we never stuck to it. It's sad.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's actually kind of like I've never felt pressure. You know how like some free apps pressure you to like buy shit? I've never really felt that from Duolingo, other than the fact that it's like, why aren't you using me? Yeah. And like, look, it's the email subject is "You made duo sad," and then the subheading is, "But then he kept learning Spanish without you." I'm so bad at Spanish. I was like, I'm gonna get Duolingo for Spanish. Like I have 2 Duolingos right here who tell me I'm a waste of space, and the dog. I could just go to them, and then they'll just keep reminding me too that I can't speak Spanish well. I have a third one right here to tell me I can't speak Spanish. What is a language you would want to learn before you die?
I want to learn Spanish. Would be great though.
No, come on, let's be real. When you applied to that job, that shit didn't say fluent in Spanish.
Fluent in Spanish, always fluent in Spanish. I also know how to use Microsoft Excel. By the way,
do you not know how to use Excel?
I do. That on my resume.
See,
I know. Do
you know how to at least make one like equation? Like sum brackets.
Yeah, sure.
And then you do A plus like another cell.
2 + 2 equals
What's a
4,
cell?
bro.
What's a cell, Karina?
Ain't there an organism, bro?
Yo, I didn't know we had a fucking bio major over here. Holy shit. What would you learn? Not Spanish. You know Spanish. You know how to speak Spanish moderately. You survived in Mexico.
I did, luckily.
I did too somehow, but I also just had like 2 people who spoke Spanish.
Exactly. You had me. Probably, I don't know, French.
That's fair. I think this is I always doubt myself because I'm like, is it a language? And it is a language, but I wouldn't want to learn a sign language.
It is a language. What do you mean? It literally says sign.
What is the A, Karina?
American, stupid.
Oh, okay. All right. Just want to make sure. American stupid language. Got it. I see how you feel now. That's how you feel. To all my new people, that's how Karina feels. But that being said, oh no, you could hear this. That's deaf people. I almost confused it too. Would you rather be deaf or mute? This is really insensitive, but
it's really insensitive. I like my hearing and my speaking, so I'm good.
But if you had to choose to not talk anymore, not hear, I would just not talk anymore. It's not insensitive. We get it. There's people that can't walk. People that can't hear. I can't dunk a basketball. So now am I sensitive if I'm like, people talk about short people? Like
heightus. Yes. How dare you?
Is that heightus? Wow. That's actually, is that really the word? Being heightus? Oh, I feel like that would be good though. Being a heightus. How dare you
be heightus?
I feel like that means such a whole different thing though. And then I'm gonna have to Google it later. And I'm like, oh fuck, we fucked up this whole episode.
We can't put it out. Karina,
all the hype people are gonna come fuck us. Yeah. Karina, we have to actually record it on the time now. Like, my bad. Come on, if you had to choose to either not, it's not like I'm saying, well, you could, if you can't either talk, listen, or see anymore, which one would you choose?
I guess just talk. I had to.
Yeah, I'd probably talk too. I appreciate my other senses. I would hate for one of them to go. But now that being said, that makes it harder. So if you can only see or hear, which one would you choose? I would choose fuck, I don't know. That's kind of hard. I was gonna say see, like I'd give that away. I'd give my sight away. Knock on wood. But that being said, like shout out to all my blind, deaf, and mute people. But
you won't be able to. How would you do your job?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say how the deaf people wouldn't listen. No, how would I do my job? I could do my job still while. No visual. Yeah. I need the visual. So yeah, never mind. I would have to give up my hearing. Fuck. Yeah, I would have to give up my hearing because I could still look, get a message, get text messages, and then hire someone to do sound. So yeah, there you go. Look, we both did like See that? Yeah. I would do sign, but yeah, I would learn sign language. I've always wanted to learn sign language. The only thing I know is this.
Love you.
No, that's thank you. The fuck? Why'd you have to go so extra with it? Talking about extra, right before we started the episode, I was like, Karina, I want to talk like about hygiene, but like before we talk about hygiene, I need you to watch this video. All right. So she watched the video, right? Which was a video that they sent to Alex. Shout out to Alex Media. And then we were all in one room and he sent it to everybody in the room, and then and then and then they're like, yo, this and this is happening. I'm like, huh? Because Karina's gonna describe it. He's like, you want to see it? I'm like, all right. And he sent it to me, and then I don't know what I expected. That same video you watched, I was like, oh, but I knew what it was because he told me. So what was the video? What happened in the video, Karina?
Just two guys hanging out, waiting for the train.
Just chilling, waiting for the train. Yeah. And one of them caught a seat, which is really hard. Catching a seat in the MTA is kind of hard. I mean, not during those hours though. Those are like late hours. I would like to think they were late hours.
I would hope they were late.
Yeah, I would hope they were late hours. Dude, what train stop do you think that was?
That's Times Square, definitely. No, without a doubt, that's Times Square.
Oh, that was Times Square?
That's Times Square.
Oh, that makes me so sad to think that was Times Square.
I know. I've been there recently and just like, I hope that wasn't recent. And I sat there.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dang, like I might sit there one of these days. See?
I mean, but they disinfect it now, right? They're supposed to, first of all. But
I mean, I would like to think they would. You see, this is the thing. I've taken the train and stuff a few times now, and I've been safe. I'll use like my fuck. What's that shit called? I was gonna call it my Oso, but that's not called an Oso. It's called what the fuck is that shit called? No, I'm not a bear. The tap to go.
Omni, right?
Omni. There you go. I knew it was an O, right? Is it omnidirectional? Omni, is it because it's all around? It's all around. That's what it is. Omnidirectional means it's
that's
around.
with an I, but
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is that not spelled the same way? Oh, because it's with the Y. I think that's the pun.
No. It stands for something. It stands for something. It's definitely not that.
Let's see what it stands for. All right. La 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 contact la 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 cubic trend la 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 la. What does Omni stand for? You're so fucking smart. What does Omni stand for?
Sponsor us.
Oh god fucking damn it. It does stand for something. Which stands for One Metro New York. All right. Which will eventually combine to fare, whatever.
Stupid.
They rolled out between now and 2023. Whatever. I guess that makes sense. But I think it's supposed to be one because it's all unison and all big together. No, I'm stretching it. It's
shut up. It's just Metro.
Whatever. Anyways, I've been safe. But then, so this video, what happens in the video? Karina, what happens in the video for real?
I told you, two homies just hanging out.
Oh, I heard that, but like take out the IES and then it was an O, and I was like, you can't say that. Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass? And add an O, damn it.
Oh
yeah. I was like, yo, I don't think we agreed on being this like explicit, but all right, I'm for it. What happens? What happens in the video?
All right. So what happens in the video? This guy is sitting on another guy's face while the guy on the bottom is laying down on the seats where you would usually sit to wait for the train. And
you see, that's an oxymoron because is he really the bottom?
He's on the bottom, so I would think he's the bottom, right? Unless if you get your ass ate, are you the bottom? That's a good question.
I don't know if bottom is really the term now you could use anymore, because it's supposed to be like it's even saying like something is more feminine. Sometimes it's kind of just more so like used as weak. But that's not. But you know what I mean. But like bottom. But there's a power that there's bottom, or there's a top and there's a bottom, right?
I guess so.
And then power bottom is like a really strong, like a really, really bottom. Like, is that how that works?
I guess so. Like a really, really bottom.
You are a gay anchor and correspondent. You have to know these things.
According to the gay dictionary,
a super bottom. It's just a gay guy with a cape. Like, does that make you a bottom? Was that not accurate? What? I'm sorry. I can't. Can I not say a gay guy with a cape?
No.
What? Why?
How dare you?
That's super gay.
Super gay.
It's super gay. Every time I like want to make people not uncomfortable, but like to kind of ease the tension, I do my gay voice. I don't know why. Like, that's so nice. And then like people, I don't know why people ease up to that in comparison to my regular voice.
Because men are scary.
Why? I do that to my guy friends too, though. Like I'll be like, I remember telling one of them, I was like, yo, you just said you want to eat my ass? And then he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you just said you want to eat my ass. He was so weirded out. And I was like, sometimes like my guy friends, understandably, like we all grew up different. You know, I'm much more comfortable with my sexuality. They are too, but not as much as I am, where I could like make a gay voice or say jokes like that. So when I say that and throw them off, it's very funny to see how they're like, hey, yo, ain't nobody want to eat your ass, homie. And I'm just like, yo, like, I'm like, are you dead ass? And I know they don't. And I don't want them to. I'm good. But it's just so funny to see them uncomfortable. It's just like, you really think I want that, bro? And then he says yes. And I'm like, oh, nah.
Bet let's go.
But let's go. So let's just do it.
No, but in the video, one guy's eating another guy's ass, and then that's it.
You know what was the funniest thing that Alex pointed out to me about that video? Is that right after the guy who's eating the other guy's so there's guy A and there's guy B, right?
He puts his mask on.
And it's just like, yo, like there's already taboo in eating ass. Look, I'm gonna look at the camera, and you could look at me looking at the camera. And by the way, this is the Too Much Internet podcast. In case you haven't figured out, we post every Thursday. We're on all DSPs and on YouTube, so just check us out. But you could go on YouTube and search Too Much Internet, and then you'll see me looking at you directly, letting you know where we post, when we post, how we post, and when we like it. But look at me, I eat ass. You know what? I shouldn't really be doing that. I really shouldn't be looking at the camera and saying that.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
What's gonna happen? You know, I know what's gonna happen. You know what? Make sure you add this in there. All right. What's gonna happen is in like 5 years, when I'm hopefully somewhere else, right? When we're like grabbing
people are gonna take this.
Yeah, someone's gonna take this and be
out of context and be like, yo,
super out of context. The whole like blind thing, the whole power bottom thing, me eating ass thing. They're gonna just put this on the list. Then me like just being so much. I was about to go down a hole.
No, just leave it at that. Just leave it at that.
I was about to go.
For both our sakes, just leave it at that.
I was gonna just go listing. I was like, and
I'm trying to be something in the site, but I can't have you fucking that up.
I'm sorry. No, please. No, if you take that clip of, I'm not gonna repeat it. You're not gonna catch me twice.
I eat ass.
Look, now they're gonna take that out of context. See, now they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you, and then they're gonna get me, and then they're gonna be two different times too. They're like, yo, Karina,
we're gonna get got. It's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna get got. I mean, that's not really getting got. That's like you just. Congratulations, you just mentioned something I do in the bedroom, but who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, my girl will give a fuck, but you know,
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean, but like, you know,
you eat ass.
I eat ass. It's gonna take this so. I'm gonna be like, yo, Karina, is this the clip? I'm gonna text you later. Is this the clip I put up? Okay, now this is the problem with this whole thing. For a man who does that, it's just funny to even think. I can't be like, ew, but it's just more like, if you are putting a mask on right afterwards, it's just like, dang, bro, like you really had to do that and then put your mask on like that. That's like super Rona. Rona's not gonna want to attack knowing like you had eating ass breath. It's gonna go to you like,
don't even buy the vaccine, bro.
Yeah, don't even buy the vaccine. Like Rona doesn't want you. Someone told me apparently. You can get affected. Don't take my judgment or what I've heard too seriously, but what I've heard was that if you are a smoker, the coronavirus doesn't like to latch onto your lungs. Like, you know how, look, you know why it's called the coronavirus? Because it has like little things and it looks like a crown. Like it's crowned out with spikes or whatever. What happens is that attaches to, like, I'm going to say a nucleus. I don't know science. It attaches to these cells in your lungs. And then that's how you get the virus. And then it feeds off of that and whatever. So apparently, because those lungs are more so damaged, it doesn't attach. It doesn't latch on? Yeah, exactly. And then it goes away. And it just kind of falls off. It goes like this. It goes... I gotta go.
Peace out.
Yeah, this is not it. I think this is no smoking area. Like, it doesn't like it. Coronavirus is a little sensitive. Yeah. But
wait, so how you got it though?
I thought I said that how I got it. Oh, because I'm not. Are you trying to say I'm sensitive? No, wait, no. The joke is that coronavirus is sensitive. I have healthy lungs. Go figure.
Are you sure? After college? That's crazy.
First of all, I smoked a lot of hookah, no doubt. But I wasn't. I feel like that compared to like smoking like a pack of. I think even a pack a week sounds crazy.
2 packs a day, imagine.
That's wild. I remember buying a pack in college because I was like, ooh, I could do this now. Ooh. And then I threw it out straight up. Maybe like after 2 cigarettes. Because I was just like, but yo, and we're going so far off. Let me tell you something real quick. On TikTok, there's this trend, and I think this is terrible for kids, high key. There's this trend on TikTok where like, at one point, you know what camels are? Camelbacks. Is it camelbacks? Or camels? Like those cigarettes. Oh, it's like the fucking camel, right? Yeah. You used to smoke cigarettes, right?
Oh.
You smoked what? Newports?
I don't know.
Monfrodos? What's that shit called?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about. Cigarettes.
Yeah,
Point is, there was a cool, I'm not gonna lie, I did think this was cool because I remember seeing, not an ad, I forgot how I saw this, but there was one that in the filter, you would crush the thing and it would be like a minty taste or a minty feel. Like they had like crushes, camel crushes. I'm gonna send you a link on our thing. Camel crushes. Yeah, crushes cigarette, right? So they're menthol cigarettes, but they're supposed to be more like they get fresh because like they kind of look they like you crush it and then the menthol comes out because menthol cigarettes is a common thing. So it's like a little, what it is just like a little ball, and it's like it has like, I'm gonna say flavoring. It has something in it, and then it's like a menthol cool taste. Oh, I found a good picture. That being said, on TikTok, they were advertising those little balls, like the little balls, and like you could insert them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could. So you could buy them separately and insert them into the cigarette. But not only they weren't just like mint or menthol. They were like there was like mango and peach and all that. See how that sounds? Like it does sound intriguing. Like I'm not gonna front because when I saw, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of cool. And then I was just like, wait, but smoking cigarettes.
I'm gonna start smoking cigarettes.
See, I mean, I don't want that.
I see it.
Not after Rona, definitely not for me. But yeah, so you see, it's like it was that, but then like it like they taught you how to insert. But that's kind of concerning because growing up, I remember like smoking like all those don't smoke commercials. They were mainly like weed commercials, and then letting me know New York is going to be legalized for recreational marijuana soon. So that didn't really grow up very well, but there were interesting commercials. And now I'm seeing how like in social media, you could really get leaned into it because it's part of your personal content. It's not just like a general ad. Oh, it's a general ad. But they know I think it's more
just sneak it in.
It's more dangerous to know, for the companies to know exactly who they got to market it to. Mm-hmm. That's dangerous. Because like if it's like it's like you love Lady Gaga, so it's like I'm gonna put this Lady Gaga ad for you.
Yeah. Or like
you just sneak it in the algorithm.
They just sneak it in. And I'm just like,
and then you're like,
let me check it out.
80th dog post of this week. Plow. Like it makes sense, but it's scary because like they know how to grab us. It's like whenever you say like a Jeep, and then next thing you know, a Jeep is on your phone. Like that scares the shit out of me. I hate when I'm searching things on my computer. Yeah, right. Right. $3,000. I hate when I'm searching things on my computer and the next thing I know, ads for it come up on my phone.
Gross.
That's that Google shit, yo. That's that Google shit. All that to say, it's very nasty, and it's not like the trains weren't nasty before. There was people getting head on the train. I've definitely seen. I remember one time, and this is why I wanted to talk about this. I remember one time coming home from hanging out, and it wasn't even that late. It was probably like 1 a.m. and it was like probably one of the first few times I've gotten home like at 3 a.m. type shit. Mm-hmm. And I just see one really small drunk dude. I just want to say Mexican dude. He was Mexican, 100%. Okay. Small drunk Mexican dude. Probably just came out of his shift. Probably had a crazy night, right? But he was like not falling asleep.
He was like shit-faced.
I haven't done this since college, but you know when you fall asleep and you're like...
I did that yesterday, bro.
What? You need to get more sleep. You actually need more sleep or something to keep you up. There's you really need those 8+ hours. Like I could do it on 5.
You really do. You really do.
I could do it on 5. I can't do it on like 2. I've done it before on just 2. No way in hell I could do that anymore.
No, that time was like on 4 hours of sleep, and I was like, I had like my hot no, I want to say coffee, but I don't drink coffee. It was hot chocolate. I'm gonna be real, hot chocolate in hand.
Well, that's like what it was. That's what was knocking you out. The sweet sensation of Hershey's hot chocolate going down your throat and in your mouth. Like that was what's making you fall asleep. I feel like sugar really knocks you out, though.
Yeah.
But yeah. One of those nods, and he was doing that, but he was doing it sideways. Next thing I know, bro, he falls all the way, and what's there on his seat? Shit. He shat himself, and the shit smeared on the chair when he fell. So when he was moving, the shit you just see it, the mark on the thing. Yeah, and I'm like,
it's like a skid mark.
Yeah, but like it was legit shit, bro. And I was like, And I was like, damn, that's so nasty. I feel like that's definitely top nastiest thing I've seen. Because then I was like, dang, someone's going to clean that. And then someone's going to sit there and not know someone shat there. Like, that's so sad, like but it's the truth. What is the nasty thing you've seen on the train?
I wouldn't say, so nastiest would be like, there's this one time I was coming home from, I think, shopping. And then I was on my way home. And then there was this like, obviously like homeless lady. And then she
obviously there was a homeless lady there.
Obviously. And then so I was like at the edge, where like the railing is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was there, and then my friend was next.
Why is that the sign for railing for you?
For the railing.
you can see this on YouTube. But look, you were like, obviously there's a railing there.
There's like the railing thing here. My friend was
like you don't have a microphone right now. Oh, no, never mind. It goes in and out. It's kind of cool, though. It looks like you don't have a mic. And it just looks like you're having great audio without like doing that.
Oh, microphone. It's just me.
Yeah. My voice is just so barrel.
Just me.
But yes. So there was a railing. I'm sorry.
There was a railing, and the friend was next to me, and then the lady stands right next to me, and she was like, "You're gonna want to move your bags." And I was like, "What?" I was very confused. And she pulls down her pants, and then she starts pissing right next to me, and I was like, "Oh!" I moved right away. She was like nice enough to tell me to move my shit, but like you could have gone somewhere else, right, not right next to me while I was sitting.
Well, she was homeless, right?
I guess so.
You put your bags in her bathroom, bro.
I did. It was my fault.
I think you were intruding her home. Yeah. I think you should have known better, and that wasn't the closet. That was her bathroom.
It was my fault.
Dang. Yeah. Oh, dang, that sucks. And piss is like, I feel like homeless people piss is not like normal piss. Like homeless people, I mean, they get whatever they can, which I get it, right?
Well, yeah, you can't be picky.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can't because
I always I know it's not like every topic is a sensitive topic, but I always like making sure we give like a slight disclaimer to make sure people understand like, yo, we're not like trying to be dickheads. We're just making commentary because we're just average people. But it's so funny for you to like say something because then I'm kind of like, damn, that's hilarious, but it sounds so harsh, but man, it's fucking funny. But what I was gonna say is that like, come on, let's be real. They're not drinking water every day and water every hour. So like, when you just drink mad other stuff and then like your piss just smells terrible. Mm-hmm. And then it's just, it's terrible. So that must have like been terrible. Well, did you salvage all your stuff?
I did, luckily, because she warned me. So
at least she told you.
She told me. At least she told me. I appreciate that.
It could have been worse. She could have just pissed all over your stuff, and then what were you gonna do?
I don't know.
You just kind of. I would just leave whatever was there.
No, I paid for it. What do you mean? I'm not.
She pissed on it.
I can wash it, I guess.
Oh, then you would have to walk home with your piss riddled,
with my piss bag and my piss clothes
and your piss shirt and your piss pants. And then you're gonna be pissed. You can't even give me that one. Damn, that's fucked up. Anyways, speaking of giving me that one, they gave Trump the boot. They impeached him.
That's for real?
Yeah, they impeached him. But I mean, like, it wasn't gonna make the biggest difference because my man's is out. We're taping January 19th, Tuesday, the day before the inauguration. Because I was just like, yo, Karina, like, I can't imagine anything crazy going on, but we'll find out next week.
And then something comes tomorrow.
Why something crazy going on? I'm like, we could have made this content. But Trump is impeached, but I mean, it's not like it makes a big difference. Today's his last full day in office. In fact, he has probably less than 12 hours, 24 hours now. And then by this time tomorrow, we have a new president, which is cool and interesting. We had 4 years of Trump. It was a mess. And now 4 years of Biden are coming, and Kamala Harris. So I'm kind of curious to how that's going to go, because the last thing I'm going to think, even as much more of a left person I am, and even though I'm like in the middle of like conservative and whatever, I'm not going to expect the worst from him. I'm not going to expect the best from him. So it is what it is. But tomorrow's is Joe Biden's inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you, I was like, yo, let's plan this inauguration live on the podcast. So,
okay,
let's start it off real simple. We're only going to do 3 things. We're going to do the inauguration itself, right? Right? So, like, I mean, the inauguration, you get what happens. He puts his hand on a book. It doesn't have to be a Bible. He puts his hand on a book, and then he goes, I do solemnly swear to be president of the United States or whatever, protect this country, etc. But let's talk about like how we're going to protect them first. We got to protect them, right? I think we build a wall. Not that wall. We build like a security wall.
Go fuck yourself.
yeah, not that wall, which didn't happen, by the way. Just want to say that real quick.
Stupid.
4 years, 5 years, technically.
Anyone who thought
of all this wall talk and no walls. We got to build a wall of like protection, right? We get cops, right?
U.S. military.
We get the military, but it's an inauguration, so we got to make this special. What color is their uniform? What'd you say? Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. So right.
You can't see
what
them.
You mean? That's not.
Okay.
You know what? Good point. You know what? Camo. We keep the camo. We can't see them. They can't see. Well, they could see us, but we can't see them. Got it. Right. The camo covers them. Right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They can't have guns. Or I think they can't have guns.
They can.
Let's just say they can't have guns. Right. So what do we give them to protect themselves from?
Bow and arrows.
Bow and arrows. We go traditional. Okay,
yes.
How many arrows?
At least 12.
At least 12 arrows.
At least 12.
Do they have poison on them?
No, that's a little bit excessive.
Yeah, it's too much. Too much
internet. Right.
Bow and arrows. Mm-hmm. Bow and arrows. Okay. We have to have one live animal, just in case things get wild, no pun intended. What is the one wild animal to protect all of us? And why is it a sea otter?
For distraction.
For distraction. I didn't think about that. I was like, the sea otter is not really going to do much. And I was like, dang, like imagine all the people like trying to run up to this inauguration and they all get like baffled by the sea otter.
They're like, what is this? This is a trap?
No, because you know what? Look, check this out. Yo, look at me. Just look at the camera, right? Look at the camera real quick, right?
Okay.
And on YouTube, you could just see Karina staring into your eyes. Look at the camera. Describe to me what a sea otter looks like.
He's kind of brown, round, kind of wet, pudgy. You're
not really describing. That's me. That's me. Brown, round, and kind of wet. You're not really giving. I don't think anyone really knows what a sea otter looks like, yo.
I know what it looks like.
What does it look like?
That's what it looks like.
Give me more specific. Like a dog. A dog has paws. It has a snout. It has a tail that it wags. It has pointy ears.
Some of them, sure.
Some of them. Flappy ears. Right? What's an otter, though? What is an otter? What is a trait that can, like, between a dog, like, let's say, what's the difference between a dog and an otter? Brown, round. They could be round. Dogs can get wet. Well, yeah, they particularly more so get wet. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really like know what
it's kind of like a, what's it called? What are those called? Like a ferret? Like
no, because ferret. It's a fucking otter, Karina. You can't call it that because it's an otter. They're cute. They're very cute. They are brown, round, and wet, though. I guess that is a good way to say that, huh? They have like flat, long tails.
Flat, long tail.
Claws or paws or whatever you know. Oh, one of them is like about to fight. It's kind of hilarious. I'm gonna send you this. Okay, that's fair. But you know what I mean? But like that is a good point though. They are gonna get distracted is what I thought was hilarious and you made a great point about. They're gonna get distracted and then this is where the bow and arrow comes in.
Exactly. If they get rowdy, they can just shoot with the bow and arrow.
Yeah, they just shoot the bow and arrow and then the otter distract them. See, good point. All right, cool. We got security down tight. It's an otter, a wall of military men, right? With bow and arrows. With camo clothes. But really, they're wearing no clothes. Like, they just don't wear clothes, right? And they're all butt naked, and they're like, "Yo, it's camo." All right, so the inauguration is about to happen, right?
It's about to happen. So you need the musical special, right?
Exactly. Someone we need music. We need like an opener. Bowl. We need an opener. We need the star, and then we need the star who's gonna do.
It's gonna be born. So.
I'm not putting Lady Gaga in this because the thing is that she's probably already going to do it.
She's in there.
So we can't have Lady Gaga do it. In fact, I feel like if Lady Gaga wasn't doing it, I think in another round,
would do it?
We would have been like, yo, we pull Lady Gaga in there. But how would she? I mean, first of all, she is actually like, as much as I'll josh Lady Gaga just because Karina loves her, she is very vocally talented, straight up. So she's going to fucking annihilate the national anthem. So that's going to be fun as hell.
She's just talented.
But all right, fine. So we'll still have Lady Gaga in this scenario doing the was it not God Bless America? Star Spangled Banner, right?
National anthem. Yes.
Is that not the Star Spangled Banner?
I think so.
Yo, are we not born here?
Oh, say can
Star Spangled Banner. Yeah. At the dawn early light, and everyone's still distracted by the otter. Okay, we still have her doing the national anthem. Who is the opener? They have to be alive. We can't have no dead opener.
Alive? Oh, the opener to
the opener for the inauguration.
The inauguration. Dixie D'Amelio.
Isn't that the TikTok chick?
Yeah.
You're gonna have the TikTok chick
opening for Lady Gaga.
What the fuck?
They have to relate to the kids, bro. Gen Z.
That makes sense. That's actually a really good one. Now I think about it. You just have her like,
fuck you.
Like, I don't know how to do any TikTok dances.
That's even her. That's her sister.
There you go. What are you talking about? That's her sister.
There's two of them. There's Charlie and then there's Dixie.
Oh, there's two of them.
Yes.
I thought Dixie was the main one.
No, that's Charlie. Dixie's her sister. Okay.
The only way I knew that you were talking about the TikTok girl because I know it was like D something, D'Amelio, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck you know about her sister?
Yeah.
I thought I was the one that watched TikToks.
So you see, in my spare time at work, during my break, I don't watch Netflix shows. I like to watch
TikToks.
No, influencer drama. That's what fuels. That's what fuels.
Like, well, Keemstar is not a thing anymore, is he?
I don't know who that is. Nah.
He used to be part of the drama of like Shane Dawson and all that shit. And then
not Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, Charlie D'Amelio, you know. What's the other one?
That's almost the same thing. Except now instead of Shane Dawson, it's like two other cats.
What'd you say about his cat?
What was it? He breathed. I was gonna say he breathed on his asshole. He licked his cat's asshole. What was it?
Allegedly.
He fucked his cat?
Allegedly, he came on his cat.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes. Allegedly.
I feel like that's not an easy mistake, but that's a mistake.
I feel like it shouldn't happen, but I feel like that could happen. You know, you're like,
it can happen accidentally.
Exactly.
You're
like
happen
rubbing
on purpose.
One out, and then your cat runs right through it, and you're just like, ah.
There's no look. My sexual tension is broken immediately if I see my dog.
Really?
Immediately. As soon as I hear like pat, 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 I'm like, nope, I can't. We're done right now. We have to wait till later. Romeo's here.
You have to go away.
Romeo's here. I have to put him on the bed. We can't do this right now. Because he's chubby, like, so he pats, like, by the way, he lost like 5-6 pounds, by the way, like, no joke. Yay. Yeah, he's been losing weight. But he, like, once you hear the pat, 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 I'm like, oh. So
and
like,
he locks eyes with you.
Yeah, he really loves. I appreciate that about him, for him being my first dog. Like, I appreciate that I could like look into his eyes and he'll like look at me for a second, and then he'll be like, he's like, oh, that was tiring. Damn, all that was from TikTok. Yeah, well, I think he accidentally came in on his cat. It was an accident, but that would be funny if he did though. It would be funny if he actually did it. Obviously, I would hope by accident.
I hope not.
I mean, I hope he didn't, but like, if you did it by accident and you were brave enough to say it, you don't think, okay, your dog doesn't go under your legs accidentally?
Yeah, he does all the time.
Well, that being said, then if my pet touched me for any second, I'd just instantly be like, nah,
you turned off.
Immediately. Even knowing Romeo's in the room, like, I've never tried to wank it with him in the room, but I would definitely not want to wank it in the room if I know he's there. Even if he was minding his own business in my bed, I'd be like, yeah, that's like, not happening.
Nah, fam. You have to go out.
So,
Dixie
okay, so
D'Amelio.
fine. What, Dixie D'Amelio. The fuck? Does she also do TikTok dances?
She, she has like 3 songs out, and apparently she
actually does music.
Yeah, she actually does music, and she already has a documentary out about her musical journey.
Jesus Christ, is she that popular? Didn't they get like popular this year? Oh, is she what's that term? Is she in over her head?
I guess so.
Oh, okay. Is she trashed on a pound because of that? Like, she like thinks like she's like this big thing, and then But do you really like
songs out?
Do you really shut it down?
Why would you do a whole documentary when you have 3 songs out? They're not even that
imagine
good.
having so much confidence that you're like, yo, I need a documentary for it, and then it happened. Like, you made it happen. Obviously, you made it happen, I'm assuming. But like,
I guess so. Yeah.
Just because you feel like you don't need a documentary on your life, can she just not have one? No. That being said, if there was a biopic done on you, who would play you? And
Carlos Mencia.
I was going to say Danny DeVito.
The same thing.
I need you to be whitewashed. You can't. That being said, Carlos Mencia.
Carlos Mencia.
I need you to be whitewashed, bro. You can't, like, Carlos Mencia is such, I forgot. Carlos Mencia was fucked up. And like, I never actually saw his show. I just knew the one song, and I don't think I should.
Did he?
But do you know what that song was about?
Apparently he said it wasn't, but like,
shut the fuck, not you, but he could shut the fuck up. Oh, come on.
It wasn't about those people. I'm like,
I mean, it was, and let's be real here, everybody in that time was absolutely okay with it.
Yeah, there was no sensitivity around.
There was no sensitivity. Like, it was whatever. And I'm not gonna say it should be whatever still, but like, I think people kind of understood more so when something was just a joke back then, and now it's like anyone and everything can get triggered because we're being raised like that though. We're being raised like everything should be triggering when it could be just something so out of context or something that's just for entertainment. But we've learned. I feel like we've learned from these last 4 years. This is
gonna get out of context 5 years later.
100%. And then they're gonna just be like, they're gonna just see like, yo, eat ass and diddy. Like, that's all they're gonna see. But if there's anything we learned from these 4 years of Trump, is just showing you what there are power in words. I'm not gonna say there are no power in words, that there aren't no power in actions. Mm-hmm. But when there's an aim. When there's direct aim, there is a true threat, in my opinion. And I feel like he had a direct aim, even though he made it seem like it was kind of like a general thought or feeling. But let's be real, he has power. I've never doubted that Trump has power.
Oh, Trump! I thought you were talking about Mencia. I'm like,
Carlos Mencia, I don't know about Carlos Mencia. Let's have him on the show though. Carlos, if you want to get on and talk about DTD, that'd be lit. But man, everyone fucked with that song. Who would play me in a biopic though?
Danny DeVito. You have to be whitewashed.
But that's what I said. Can you imagine Danny DeVito and Carlos Mencia doing this podcast? Oh God, I don't know how that. I can't even do either impression, but I just know that looks ridiculous on paper. Because Danny DeVito will not be a young Danny DeVito, and he's still not a young Danny DeVito at all.
He hasn't been young for a minute,
but he still like holds up. Mm-hmm. You're just like, yo, Danny DeVito. Okay, fine. So she had a biopic. Oh, she had a documentary. Okay, so that's Dixie. Okay, who is the main event? That's like not the national anthem. Yes, who's hosting it? That's better. Yeah, let's go with that. It? Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon? You think Nick Cannon would?
No, because he got fired for all his like super black shit. And
for being Viacom was like, nah, black. Bro.
Yeah. Or anti-Semitic.
Right. So we already have 2 white people there, so you can't
wait, before that's taken out of context, I don't mean because you're super black and anti-Semitic. I just want to make sure I say that before someone takes that and takes it super out of context. See, it's that. It's stuff like that. You see how like I said one thing and then after another and they just have no correlation? It's that. That's what I'm referring to. It's not about me talking about eating ass. I will willingly say I eat ass. But look, it's the other stuff. Like, sue me. Don't. But you know what I mean.
Don't. Or do.
Like, it has to be. Let's do.
As be someone of color. As be someone of color, because when we have 2 white people, can't have a third. So.
Oh fuck! That is 2 white people. Wait, what? We have 2 white people? Oh yeah, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga's white.
Dang, bro. Fuck,
I forget too.
Damn. I feel like you have to forget. You have to forget. You have to forget. You have to forget. Fuck. What? So all right. So the host. It has to be Mario Lopez Hart. Then. Oh. Look, sometimes, Karina, we have to take care of our own. No. Okay? We have to take care of our own.
I mean, Mario Lopez is basically white now. So.
What? How?
I don't know.
You know who's basically white now? Lady Gaga. You know who's basically white now? Dixie D'Amelio, whatever. You know who has like at least a little bit of cultural influence? Mario Lopez.
I guess.
You got the gays, the whites, and the Latinos.
Gays, whites, and Latinos. Yeah, I guess so.
Let's do co-host then. Let's do Mario Lopez and who? It can't be Kevin Hart.
Why not?
We've given
it can totally be Kevin Hart.
We've given him. I find him funny. His last special was meant to me, but we've given him too much money.
Jumanji's a national treasure. You have to get Kevin Hart.
We get The Rock.
But I guess, is he black? What is he? He's Hawaiian.
He's Samoan.
Right? Samoan.
Samoan. We got our Asians. Should we cover like all spectrums?
All bases?
Okay, we got our Asian. Samoan is Asian, right?
We get Aquafina.
Bro, Aquafina is gonna funny enough in that it is South Asian. Aquafina is gonna be in that new Marvel flick. And it was so funny because I was watching the announcement out of nowhere.
Is it a new one?
Yeah, the one about the man, I'm gonna fuck this up.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But you know how I was about to say it, and I was gonna say this so wrong. Phase 4 Marvel. I was gonna say this.
Shang-Li, I think so.
Shang-Chi, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
she's gonna be in that. It was funny because they were like, we got this guy and this legendary director and Aquafina. Like, I feel like they just kind of talk like, but Aquafina came out with a film that I want to actually watch, which is we saw when we went to see Midsummer. It was the one about how like her grandma was dying, but I guess in that Asian tradition, they didn't want to like tell her. Damn, see, because I know that shit gonna make me cry because I felt mad emotional watching that shit. Damn. Made me cry. Well, the trailer. Fuck, so I'm gonna watch that. Do you remember what it was called? I could just search up Aquafina. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, search up Aquafina.
But yeah, Aquafina. All right, so we got The Rock, Aquafina. These are all hosts. Mario Lopez. I was gonna say DC Young Fly.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a funny ass dude. Fuck. You have to have our black people in there, bro.
Look at that otter.
We get, I thought you called a black guy an otter. We get, who would be funny or interesting or controversial? Ooh. We can't have all like dem like hosts. Like we're one nation, apparently under God, indivisible, truly indivisible. One fun. I feel like we should be ripped apart on this podcast if out of all the black people we know as figures, we get Kanye Will Smith. We get Will Smith. I was like, you gotta go at least one step higher, and it's Will Smith. You get Will Smith.
I thought you were like aiming for someone who's like not all Democrat, but he was like he kind of played both teams. Or like, he kind of played both teams.
He's into Scientology. Right?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, him and Tom Cruise.
All right, look at Will Smith.
Will Smith. All right, so there you go. I think we have a spectrum. Right? Are we missing anything? We have our Latinos. We have our blacks. We have. I feel like saying our black sounds wild. I mean, our blacks, our Asians. We have two
our
whites.
White people.
Are we missing anything?
Watch later. We're missing something. We're like, oh shit, my bad.
I mean, hey, if we're missing something, you just tell us in the comments what we're missing. The whole point of this thing was to unite us, okay? I don't want you taking this so out of context that you're like, well, you're missing blah, blah. And I'm like, my bad. Okay, cool. I think we're set on. And then, okay, now this is the last thing. The after party. Who is the musical performance for the after party?
It has to be Beyonce.
Really?
It has to be.
I feel like in this, I already know what we're going to title the episode, and I can't wait to see when we're done because I don't want to put it in the. No, I mean, I'm going to call it "Don't Take It Out of Context" or "Taken Out of Context," right? But like, I feel like that's more like when Barack Obama was in office.
Oh yeah, right.
But that sounds crazy. But Beyonce and Barack Obama fucked with each other. That's what I'm saying. Not because they both
cool.
black.
They were cool with each other.
Yes. Before someone takes this out of context. Okay? We're just two lighter skinned Latinos. I get it. Okay? It can't be Beyonce. Someone made real quick, mad segue. But we're recording Say Less with Kaz. Shout out to Kaz and Loki and Rosie. And they were doing top 3 black daddies from like entertainment or like from like shows. So like they were like
Elba.
That's a black dad?
I'm sure.
Not that he's like an actual black father in real life, but like he plays
like a zaddy.
You would hear zaddy. No, daddy. That also sounds terrible. Black dads from shows and movies. So there was like Uncle Phil.
Exclusively on show? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there's like Uncle Phil. There's like there's Lester. Is it Lester from Boondocks? There's Carl Winslow. Like those are great examples, right? Who would be a good example? So Kaz said his few. Loki said his few, and then we go to Rosie, and Rosie's like a way lighter light-skinned Latino than we are, and she's Dominican. Mm-hmm. And Loki goes, watch, she's gonna say Selena's dad. And I thought that shit was so funny, bro. I was like, yo. And then Kaz did one of these, and then he was like, yo, that's hella racist. I'm like, I don't think that's racist. I don't think someone doing a dance move is racist.
I mean, that's literally what his daughter did. Just
dance, right? But is that racist towards Latinos? Like Kaz mocking bachata?
Was he really mocking, or was he like doing the actual dance moves? The thing,
because that's like his association to like Latino people, and I get it, and I'm just kind of like, that's not racist.
That's what we do.
But then again, I wouldn't do what's in my head right now, but because I feel like that's just now. See, because it's like you can't. I think being full on racist with an objective with to hate. Be racist.
Just hate.
Yeah, with hate. The thing in my head right now. Oh. The thing in my head right now. Like I know. I feel like, dang, that would look racist. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. But
I tell you, it's funny in my head right now that I have like that urge to constantly want to laugh so bad right now because I just want to do it so bad. And like, it's not like, I mean, I could just cut it out. I could just cut it out from the episode, but then they're going to be like, dang, like Eddin did it and then cut it out from the episode.
I'm telling you a secret.
I'm still not going to do it. But I didn't think that was racist. And all that is going back to, we have to have someone or a band. Let's do a band. Let's do a band for this one. But let's take like pieces from our band and make one band, 1 4-piece band. It could be like all singers. It could be like 1 drummer, 2 guitars, and then 1 singer. Or it doesn't matter. Who's the lead singer? Go.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. Hell yeah, I'm with that. All right, who's the backup? Jamie Foxx. Real quick. Bam.
Okay, sure.
Okay, who's playing guitar?
Yeah. Okay. Justin Timberlake, I guess.
Justin Timberlake is playing guitar. All right, all male cast. Oof, tough time for the ladies. Who's playing bass?
Selena's sister.
Dang, bro, what the fuck? You just had it for drums.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, never mind. We got Selena's.
I confused it too.
We got Selena's sister for the drums, right? Who got bass? We got to choose another lady.
Who the fuck? Is the bass?
We got Doja Cat on bass. We can't have Doja Cat on bass. We have to relate to the kid. The kid. Look, I know what happened with Doja Cat, but let's face this reality. No one gives a fuck anymore about what Doja Cat did. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. You know who cares? The people who just want to be like, yo, you know what Doja Cat did? That's the people who care. And that's it. That's it. You just want to say that. That's what, there's no real, you can't, like, it's not like that person, like, I'm not going to stop listening to Doja Cat. Or, like, her and Saweetie came out with a track. I thought it was kind of fire. It's called Best Friend. Yeah, see? Look, right? And it's kind of a fire track. And, like, I bet you, like, in midway, you were like, dang, but she did those racist chat rooms. You're just like, no, I'm going to listen to this Best Friend song. Doja Cat's playing bass. We have to have one more woman in there. Or a transgender? Put transgender in there. I'm not doing Caitlyn. That's too easy.
No, she's Republican.
That's fine. It doesn't have to be an all demo. I mean, we're trying to make it one nation under God, indivisible. Dang, out of the 1 transgenders I mentioned, it was Republican. She was Republican. Don't take it out of context.
Damn,
don't take it out of context. Don't take it out of context.
This is exclusively Eddin. It has nothing to do with me.
The views and opinions of Eddin Martinez do not necessarily reflect too much into the podcast. 1 transgender person.
MJ Rodriguez.
Who's MJ Rodriguez?
She was in Pose.
Oh, lit. All right, MJ. Oh, I know who. All right. What was her name in the show?
Bianca.
There you go. I remember that. I remember how she looks like.
Bianca. Something like that.
Blanca. Wait, hold on.
Bianca. It's called Bianca.
Justin knows her.
Yes.
She plays Bianca. Blanca. Yes. Okay. She plays Blanca. All right. Cool. There you go. MJ Rodriguez does she sing?
No, I don't think so.
Too late. We're making her sing. She's second lead. There you go. And that was the reception for the inauguration. Wow. We have a star lineup there. I don't think anyone's disappointing there. I was so happy you said Bruno Mars to start off. I love Bruno Mars. My man.
I know. Gotta relate to the kids.
That's right. I don't think he's that popping anymore. And that's sad for me to say.
In a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Because 24 Karat Magic was 5 years ago. You believe that?
It takes time to make art at it.
It does because I'm gonna have to assume all these artists that we used to fuck with OD in their early 2010s. This has to be like their second to last or their last albums coming out.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You think Lady Gaga got one more in her? Well,
she
like two.
Couple.
You think she got two more in her? Where like it hits?
Oh, where it hits? Nah, probably not. But
that's what I'm saying. Like JT came out with Man in the Woods, and I was like, I haven't heard it. Could have stopped in 2020 Vision. I definitely heard it. Could have stopped in 2020 Vision. It would have been fine. We would have been fine, and that was a good album too. Had Jay-Z in it. It was really good. Could have stopped there, in it. And then he came out with that. And you know what's funny? Can't Stop This Feeling. He didn't write that song. He performed it before the movie, and he just felt like Trolls? He said that for Trolls, and he said he felt like it was so ingenuine or disingenuous. But it's a fire song. It doesn't sound like something he would make though. He wrote "Sexy Back." Like, come on. All right. Before we go, I wanted to hit. Actually, let me hit what time because we.
What do you want to hit? Huh?
I want to hit you in the fucking face.
He's also sexist.
Well, I'm also sexist, or hit women. It's one of those. Oh, we're at 59 minutes. So I know is this the second episode or the third episode of this year? Third episode. This is going to be the third episode. Which, by the way, last week we made 70 episodes and we didn't even mention it. We're 70 episodes in. Congratulations to all of us. Even Hector. He still counts. That's just us slapping our faces. It doesn't sound the same. You guys can find out what we're doing on. This looks so crazy. If you go on YouTube.com, you search okay, this is the last thing. So this week, I'm not gonna lie, I've been just kind of. I'm glad and happy to announce, which most of the people who cared know already, that Alex Media, part of the Flagrant 2 podcast and Brilliant Idiots, and Wheezy from Horrible Decisions and from the What the Facts podcast, even though both of them do a lot of other stuff, they both opened up a new studio called What the Fuck Media Studio in Soho. It's officially open. You guys could actually go on whatthefuckmediastudios.com and go book a time to go record over there and stuff. If you really want to do this podcasting thing. Yep. And we might be taping there. Anyways, that being said, I was like, dang, like they really like came out with something from this quarantine. And I think that's cool. I think that's so tough. I feel like a lot of people came out with stuff from this quarantine, which is nice to know. But it made me wonder. For this year, we already knew last year we didn't know what was going to happen.
Right.
And in fact, Fridge made me think about this in his podcast. Check out Fridge from your podcast.
Yeah.
Which was can I get a year?
Oh, you cannot.
Yo, son, let me tell you real quick about Fridge. Fridge put up like his when he tried to rap when he was in like high school. Right?
I saw that.
Did you see what I did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he put that up, and I was like, "Oh, that's so nice of him to be so confident and put that up because that's like it's obviously like not that great because like you're trying, and it just happens." But like he made an effort and then put it out, and so I took that same audio clip, right, and I was like, I gotta tease him because that's just like what we've been doing since we both started our podcast, even though he started before us. Like, I took that clip, if you haven't watched it because it was on a story, and then I put it to Dumb and Dumber's clip of, hey, do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? And then you just hear him rapping. And I was so proud of that. And he just like, and Brian, his co-host, like posted it up twice. And I don't know if he knew he did that on purpose, but man, that shit was funny. This is the thought that hit me. If last year you had no idea that 2020 was going to be full of Rona, full of quarantine, lockdown. See, it's making you tired just thinking about it. You're like, dang, I remember I used to do all these naps. No more, right? No más.
I mean, more naps. What do you mean?
More naps now?
Yeah, because they can't go anywhere.
Well, with your schedule, you're not napping as much as when you were in quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
We're not in quarantine anymore. Let's be real here. We're not even in lockdown. We're just doing COVID prevention.
We're restricted.
Yeah, we're restricted, which is fair. But now this year, you know what to expect. You know, there's protocols for your own safety, for other safety, for travel. There's still kind of a curfew. I feel like whenever the train shuts down, that's basically curfew. Yeah. Like straight up. Like unless you really want to pay that Uber. what are two things, and you can take a second to think about it while I say mine. What are two things you want to happen for you this year, or you want to get done this year? Like, don't choose the steps of getting one big thing happening. Just choose two big things. Because for me, I want to take writing classes. That's one thing. Okay. Writing classes. Yeah. Not like cursive writing. Yeah. I can't. I don't know how to write. I don't know. I'm like, like I want to be better at storytelling. So writing classes. Right.
Okay.
And I want to say get healthier, but I feel like that's just like that's like a no doubt. So that's just kind of like, oh, I want to lose weight. It's like, yeah, we all do. Even people who are fucking fit are like, damn, I could be better. And I'm like, fuck, well, I guess I'm never gonna be satisfied. Yeah. But I want to I want to have a new show by the end of the year. Yes, that's what I want. I want to have a show. A new show, whether like I would prefer to star in it or to be a co-host in it or to mainly be the face in it, or if I like write in the show, I write segments and then like it's me acting in it, or it's like another podcast or something. There's a new show because I appreciate the show.
You want to be like Eric Andre?
That'd be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I keep thinking, I'm like, why don't I ever just do the Eddin show? Like it sounds like kind of corny.
Have but people on like, and just
and it's just like shit. It's just like
this, but
it's like this, but like
with different people.
I'm not holding a gun to your head the whole time like that. But yeah, that's what I want to do. Those are two things for me.
Okay.
There's obviously steps to it. Right. Maybe I get better at editing, and then and then that way I speed up the time, and then I could do other stuff, and or maybe I start doing my own writing. It's just like, but like I want to take writing classes. I want to write and whatever. I want to write and have a show. Those are two things. What about for you? If you had the chance to think about it from me ranting,
hopefully, somehow start that documentary on it. Remember.
Bruh, I was just thinking about that yesterday.
I've been thinking about it for a minute. I'm just like,
I was like thinking, I'm like, yo, I'm about to rip that shit from her hands and just do it myself. But then I was like, that makes no sense because like,
it's my thing.
It's her thing. I can't. Like,
but also like after, it was more like to help. I kind of have to wait till like this all kind of like dies down and like this travel is like acceptable.
But do you though? You can lay it down. So then by the time you go shoot.
Again, that should be the last thing.
Yeah. And I feel like you're definitely not going to use that you're definitely not going to use that piece from before you went. Are you? I'm not going to lie. In my head yesterday, when I was actually thinking about it for the first time, I was like, damn, we could restructure this so much differently now. That documentary.
Yes. So I was thinking, yeah, especially since I don't look the same. I mean, I'm fatter now.
You look the same. Oh, who gives a fuck? That's not. No one should worry about that. You ate more mold. Congratulations. like that's a thing. Okay, cool. So you want to finish that documentary,
or at least like be halfway done with it.
I think that's, bro. Can you believe? Look, yes, we're halfway into January or more than halfway into January, but we're in January. Think about how much stuff has happened in the last 3 weeks. You can get that done. You will get it done. Mm-hmm. Okay, what's another one?
I have no idea.
That's okay.
I think.
But then that's one big one for now. Getting that documentary done.
Yeah.
Because I say just mention the one big thing and don't worry about the steps, because it's like the steps is part of the process and part of the journey. And clearly, like for you to edit that documentary, maybe you have to get better at a program or refresh your mind, then get the audio and all that stuff. Fine. Yes, we get what you have to do, but at least you have an objective. And that's an objective. But that being said, yeah, I feel like the cards are not so random this time around for 2021. I hope not.
Hopefully.
I hope not. Because I'm not gonna lie, when that like the first 4 months of like actual quarantine, I was like, yo, this is fucking real. Like, this is real. Holy shit, this is real.
It was real. You were like, eh.
Yeah, when it wasn't here, I was like, is Karina still a thing? Like, guys, come on. And then 2 weeks later. Yeah, but it wasn't. And like, low key, even during quarantine, still, even when we were in lockdown, it's not like I didn't think it was real, but I was just like, dang, like, it doesn't feel real. Mm-hmm. Like, this is like a little morbid, but like, even my grandpa passed last year, right? Mm-hmm. And like, that didn't even feel real. Because like, I wasn't like, what's normal from someone passing? You all get together, there's a funeral, you know, shit happened. We couldn't do that. We like, thankfully there was a thing in Nicaragua for him and stuff, but like, we couldn't do that. And so it just still feels all so unreal. Like, it's nice to go and work, but even work makes it more normal for me. Even though I missed the going out parts. I've told both you and Hector in our group chat, I was like, yo, like it was like right after taping last Sunday, I was like, dang, like, I kind of wish like we could all go out and like have a drink right now.
Have a beer. Yeah. That would be great.
Cause that was fun. Like, what's fun about hanging out with us, which is what you're doing now, is like I'm the messy one where I'll like, you give me one, like, I'll be like, no. You're like, come on. I'm like, no. Then I'm like, yes. And I'm like, yes.
You take it to the extreme. And we're like, wait, edit out.
Yeah, you're like, edit one shot. I'm like, oh, I guess. And I'm like, 12 shots. like you invite me, like, I'm invited and it's on. Like, we're going to have fun today. But that being said, those times we would hang out and we would like, it'd be like 2 a.m. and then like we're in Bull McCabe's and there's like 3
not
people.
Not a care in the world.
Yeah, and we're just chilling there. We grab our drinks, we sit down, we talk shit, and then that's it.
So sad.
It just made a difference because you're like, oh, like, you know, that's like unwinding. There's other ways to unwind at home and stuff and safely and COVID and whatever. But that just hit, and I missed that.
I think the thing with us, like, we could still. I think that the problem is not the problem, but like the reason we don't like unwind at home is because we have other people to think about at home who also live with us, so we can just like invite anyone over and be like, yo, just come over and we'll chill and blah blah blah. Right. You can't do that. You have to think about other people.
And if we do want to do that, well, I mean, we would just take precaution, COVID tests and stuff like that. It's just it is a bit of a hassle because like you got prepared, but it's like you could get a COVID test today and we're hanging out Saturday, but then you could have gotten it from between today and Saturday. So it's really a trust factor. Yeah, you already could come off false negative. Like, but yeah, so there's a lot to look forward to in 2021. It's only January 19th. I'll probably be an uncle this time next week, so that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, this chick is gonna pop. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my sister and Travis. So remember when I said, yo, if you listen to this and whatever, I'll Venmo you $5. 3 people actually said something. Ooh. Camilla, shout out to Camilla, Travis, and my sister. I don't want to count them though.
I mean, I would count Travis at least.
Nah, Travis listens.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, but like, I mean, I can't fall. I sent him $1 and then he sent me one back.
Where's
like, keep your shit. Yeah, I think I sent my sister $1 too. She actually kept it. She kept the $1.
Every dollar counts with that baby.
It's for the kid, yeah. But so shout out to that. But you know what? How about this? If you listen this far, I will give you $6. But it can't be someone we know like that. Like someone
you have to be a complete stranger. No one I'll talk to.
Yeah, if you're a complete stranger, I'll 100% send you $5. 100%.
Anyone, please.
Anyone that I don't know or we haven't messaged each other before, $5.
We don't talk on a reg.
That's right. But that being said, this is all just to promote of the fact that we post every Thursday on YouTube, on all your favorite streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iTunes, YouTube, and SoundCloud. I said YouTube again. Who cares? But you can check us out every single week, visually and in audio, and make sure you show us some love on our page, which is at too much.internet, and on Twitter at the TMI Pod. Myself at Thank You Eddin, and then Karina at Karina's Gonna Be Okay. Don't be afraid to hit us up. Don't be afraid to check us out. We're gonna have some fun. Yeah, we're your friends. You can't leave. You're staying here forever. You're stuck. Okay, bye.